DBN polls, where I give you guys an opportunity to participate in the video by placing a vote. Now, to place your vote, all you have to do is click on that little small icon on the upper right hand corner, and once you click on it, it'll give you the current results. Now, for all of these videos where I'm doing these polls, I'm going to most likely do a follow-up video so we can actually talk about the results. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So in this poll, I want to talk about the welterweight division, since the welterweight division is so hot right now and there's so many fights that can be made in the welterweight division. You have Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, Kell Brook, fighters like Sammy Vasquez, and of course the emergence of Errol Spence. So what I want to do in this video is I want to put together a list of welterweights that have not reached pound for pound top 10, top 5 status yet. Because it's easy to call greatness when a person has already proved it, right? I mean, everyone could see it then. But can you predict greatness, right? Can you call it before it happens? Let's test your boxing knowledge and see how much you know about boxing. All right, so now we only have 5 options to work with, so let's get into it. So the question for this poll is, which welterweight do you believe will go the furthest? And what that basically means is, which fighter do you see standing out the most? Which fighter do you see as being the most successful within the next 5 or 10 years? Which fighter do you see reaching the highest level on that pound for pound list? Which fighter do you believe has the best chance of eventually becoming either the pound for pound king or top 2, top 3 best fighters in the world? Let's go ahead and start with the list. First up on the list is the Who Can Mexican, Sammy Vasquez. He has a record of 20-0 with 14 knockouts. He did 2 tours in Iraq, and he just recently came off of a win over Aaron Martinez. For those of you guys who don't know, Aaron Martinez is the fighter that actually beat Devin Alexander and arguably beat Robert the Ghost Guerrero. He knocked down Robert the Ghost Guerrero and hurt him really bad in that fight. So Sammy Vasquez, he just beat him. So that was your first choice. Now, second choice, this guy right here, I don't have to give you his bio. You guys already know who he is. You know what he's about. And that is Keith One-Time Thurman. Keith One-Time Thurman, he'll be fighting against Shawn Porter next. And that should be a very competitive fight. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. Since I just talked about Keith Thurman, I might as well talk about his opponent, and that is Showtime Shawn Porter. Now, a lot of people have been writing off Shawn Porter, but I tell you right now, this was a 50-50 fight between Porter and Thurman. So, you know, if he pulls off the upset and wins this fight, that definitely catapults his career. Now, your fourth choice is the truth, Errol Spence. He just recently annihilated Chris Algieri, did something to Chris Algieri that experienced fighters, or much more experienced fighters like Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan, Ruslan Provodnikov, they could not do, which is knock out Chris Algieri. Errol Spence was able to do that. He's received high praise from trainers like Freddie Roach, Floyd Mayweather, trainer Jeff Mayweather, and the list just goes on and on and on. He's a former Olympian, and he has a record of 20-0 and 17 knockouts. Let's move on. All right, so the last fight on this list is already a current champion. He's the IBF welterweight champion. Some people have him rated as #1, the best welterweight in the world right now, and that is Special K, Kell Brook, with a record of 36-0 and 25 knockouts. Very good fighter. He holds a win over Shawn Porter, who's about to fight against Keith Thurman. They're talking about him possibly fighting either Jesse Vargas next, or even moving up to 157 and fighting against Gennady Golovkin. So those are your choices, guys. I also wanted to add Jose Benavidez to that list as well. He just moved up from 140 to 147, but once again, I can only fit 5 fighters on the list. So that's all I got for now. Go ahead and place your votes, and I may talk about the results in another video later on. That's all I got for now. I'm on to the next one.